You know, I think this is a good thing to bring up, but probably not for the reasons that you think. Because I clocked it. I clocked it very early on. A lot of people did, but a lot of people didn't, including people of color, including black people. But I'm gonna make a pretty unscientific guess and say that mostly black people clocked it. I'm just gonna guess. So for the people that didn't notice it, could they be going through the same internal turmoil as Chris? Maybe. Or, and maybe it's more likely, maybe. We're all just used to a white-dominated Hollywood, so it wouldn't be any surprise that most of the people on the screen are white. Maybe it registers in your mind like, yeah, okay, like mostly white people get acting jobs, so what else is new? And this may have been very inadvertent. I feel like it kind of speaks to how, you know, desensitized we are to the lack of diversity in media. Even those of us who are black and people of color. White people are used to being shown worlds where basically everybody looks like them, and so that's just the status quo. That's just what they're used to. A world that is made for them. And we're used to just not being included. We're used to navigating and coping with, you know, being in a world that is not made for us. Actually, it's made to fuck us up. It's literally a daily grieving process. And like for those of us who are actors, it's like, yeah, just another day of trying to convince everybody that I deserve to exist in real life or on screen. So I think that's another reason why a lot of people didn't clock it. I'll tell you, me and my pattern recognition. James Gunn is usually pretty decent at writing, you know, women and people of color and black people and having them be very visible in the main storyline and, you know, in background acting. And just having them be like vital parts of the story and fucking visible. I've noticed that. And so the lack of color for me hit me immediately like, oh, that's not very like you. First of all, the fact that Augie is acting happy at all and nice to Chris at all. I'm like, is this a world in which you got your way? So that's why I was like, immediately. Also just watching out for other little cues of, you know, conservatism. Like the Harcourt in Earth X. She's wearing a skirt. Her hair is pinned straight as opposed to, you know, a little wavy and textured like it is in the other world. But, you know, as a black girl with, you know, hair trauma that just comes with being a black girl. I remember trying to straighten my hair, pin straight to feel like I fit into certain spaces, mostly white. And even though that's nowhere near like the difference between, you know, Harcourt's wavy hair in one universe and pin straight hair in another, it's still something that I clocked. Also, the way that Harcourt is written and shot, she's framed as a total fucking badass. So what could possibly have this bitch dressing like this in another world? White supremacy, easy. But yeah, I think it's something very good to think about is, you know, different reasons why a bunch of people may have missed it. Also, maybe some of us are a little more traumatized than others in certain ways, and so we're just always checking, but whatever.